Alright, so today's food lesson is a new dish that I've not really come up with, but one that I've kind of tweaked a little bit to make it healthier or a healthier alternative. We'll go with that. But today's topic of discussion is creamy spinach pasta. And we're going to add some chicken thighs to it, which I have in the oven currently, and I will put the list of seasonings that I use for those in the description below. But let's get started. So the nice thing about this recipe is it's very simple, very easy, very quick, and it's not doctored a whole lot. It's just, like I said, tweaked with a couple different ingredients here and there, and you can add whatever protein you really want to it. I'm choosing chicken. Frankly, there really isn't, minus whatever protein you use, a whole lot of cooking involved, other than the sauce and the pasta noodles. So I have some leftover protein pasta that I'm going to use, that I have some hot water heating up, that I want to kind of remove some of the starch a little bit more to get some of that pasta water to use for the sauce. So I'm going to reheat him, and then we're going to get started with our sauce. So the way this is set up, I'm going to do things a little backwards-y, but the idea is everything in a blender, blend it, and then we'll heat the sauce up, toss the pasta noodles in it, plate it, add some other things to it with our chicken, and call it a day. So I'm going to start with 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Now this is also going to be like a single serving sauce. This is not for like 2 people, 3 people. I mean, you could spread the sauce out for 2 people, but that'd be a little difficult. But this is definitely for at least 1, if not 2 people. But 2 tablespoons of olive oil. I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons worth of red onion. And I didn't dice it or anything because it's going to get pulsed anyway. If you want to dice it, go for it. Whatever floats your boat. But as long as you get about 2 tablespoons worth in there, you're set. Next, about 2 teaspoons of minced garlic. Okay, then about a cup to a cup and a half of fresh spinach. About a half teaspoon of cracked pepper. And about a half teaspoon of salt. And then I'm going to shred, because I don't want to kill my blender, but I'm going to shred about 2 tablespoons of Parmesan cheese. This is about the only ingredient in this sauce that I do go ahead and shred up, because I almost killed my nutribullet with whole chunks of Parmesan cheese, and it didn't quite get it all, even though I put it towards the top near the blade. Did not like that one bit. It was very angry with me. So don't do that. This is where things differ, because most recipes call for cream cheese and milk. I decided to take the easy route, find the middleman, and we're going to do Greek yogurt. You can also do goat cheese if you want. If you're not doing anything healthy, you can use goat cheese, like fresh goat cheese. But I'm going to use about a 1/4 cup of Greek yogurt. And just like that, we have our sauce. Put my blade on. Throw them on the old blender and blend. And there you have your sauce. So now I'm going to take this over to a saucepan. We're going to throw it in, let it get a little warm / bubbly, and then we'll throw our pasta in and give that a quick toss. And that should only take like, I don't know, 30 seconds or so. But let's go to the saucepan. All right, real quick, chicken thighs are done. I'm going to set these guys off to the side and let them rest. Alright, now it's sauce time. Turn my pan on medium-ish. About medium low. Okay, and then we're going to pour our sauce in. And really the only reason I'm throwing it in this saucepan to heat it up is 1, to coat the pasta in it, and 2, because I want to cook out some of that Greek yogurt flavor, I guess, if that makes sense. Because otherwise it just tastes, with the pasta noodles, with the chicken, it just kind of has a funky taste to it. But cooking this helps kind of cook the spinach a little bit too, give it some more depth and flavor, some color, and kind of also help cook out some of that raw onion flavor. But you see how the pasta water is just a little cloudy? It's not perfect. It's not like the best cloudy, but it's pulled some of that starch. That's what I'm looking for. But this right here is about 4 ounces of protein pasta. I'm going to go ahead and toss him in there. And I added about a tablespoon of pasta water. But we're going to give that a toss. Kind of let that reduce a little bit. Okay, shut the heat off. And then we're gonna plate. All right, I'm gonna try to do this the best I can. Try and make it look halfway pretty. Okay, then we're gonna place our chicken on top. All right, and then grate just a little bit more Parmesan cheese over top of the chicken. All right, and then just a few cherry tomatoes. Make it look pretty. And there you have creamy spinach pasta with some chicken. All right, let's eat. So the best way to describe this, I don't know, here. Let me make sure I'm not smoking anything. But here's a little bit of the chicken and the pasta. Cheers. Yeah, the best way to describe it is not quite pesto, but almost. Normally I do add some like red cooking wine. That helps a little bit too, kind of get that pesto-y flavor. But that was just recently, just to kind of play around with some stuff. But honestly, it still kind of has that pesto-y taste, especially with the red onion. I don't know. It's got that bite to it like pesto does. Maybe without the vinegar, but I definitely would do this with some sort of added protein. I would not do this by itself. It'd be a very, very sad dish. It'd be a very green dish, and it'd be a very slightly spotted red dish with the tomatoes. But frankly, I wouldn't just eat the pasta with the sauce. I would definitely add some sort of protein. You could do salmon. I would recommend doing salmon or chicken. You could get away with doing beef. I think that would be a lot. But flavor profile wise, a nice piece of seared salmon would go great with this. And then obviously some baked chicken would also do just as fun. But, Well guys, there you have it. A creamy spinach pasta dish with some baked chicken. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did and you're new, make sure you hit that sub button. Throw a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. And as always, peace out. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!